one is a villain to your financial well-being. Even if you are a disciplined investor, you make well thought through decisions and stay patiently invested, this one thing can spoil the party for you. Falling sick. If you have decent health insurance coverage, you might just about scrape through without too much damage. So health insurances are such a blessing these days when more people are falling sick more often and the cost of treating it is going up astronomically. However, with 53 insurance companies and the different kind of policies that are available, making the right choice is a monumental effort. In this video, we'll look at a few things you have to understand and look for before choosing the right policy. Number 1. Exclusions. An exclusion in an insurance policy is a list of illnesses that the policy will not cover. Some exclusions are for a few years, example cataract or hernia or myomectomy. Some other are excluded permanently like cosmetic surgeries or treatment for HIV, AIDS, etc. Understand these exclusions very well. Number 2. Pre-existing waiting period. Pre-existing illnesses are those illnesses that the insured already has at the time of taking the cover. Most companies will not entertain a claim if the cause of illness was existing at the time of taking the policy, obviously. However, after a period of 24 or 48 months of continuous renewal of the policy, most insurance policies will cover pre-existing illnesses also. You should look for a policy with the least waiting period. Also, if you're fully dependent on your employer-provided insurance and plan to quit your job shortly or are closer to retirement, you should take a policy with the least waiting period and in such a way that your waiting period passes when you're still employed and insured. Number 3. Copay. A copay is a certain percentage of the claim that you undertake to pay when a claim happens. For example, let's say Mr. X has a health insurance plan for 5 lakhs with a 20% copayment clause. He was suddenly rushed to a hospital due to a cardiac arrest and his total hospitalization expenses came to close to 3 lakh rupees. He will have to pay rupees 60,000, which is 20% of 3 lakhs out of his own pocket, while the rest 2.4 lakhs will be taken care of by the insurer. As much as possible, avoid the copay clause. But in many cases, getting in cover itself might be quite difficult. Imagine like for a senior citizen policy, or if a pre-existing has to be covered, or if the insured is living in a place which has a high propensity for hazardous environment, then getting a policy itself will be quite difficult. Having a copay is the best that you can do. Number 4. Deductible. Deductible is the amount of risk that you take upon yourself before the insurance kicks in. For example, if you have a 5 lakh insurance with a 1 lakh deductible, that means that if a claim happens, the first 1 lakh will have to be borne by you, and only if the claim amount exceeds 1 lakh, the insurance company will pay you the claim amount in excess of 1 lakh. A base policy without any deductible is preferred, and usually a top-up health insurance policies have deductibles. Number 5. Sublimits. Sublimits are caps that the insurer places for specific treatments or illnesses. For example, maternity expenses will be covered up to a maximum of 25,000 or room rent cannot exceed rupees 2,000 per day. Such kind of limits are placed. Try and avoid policies that have many sublimits. Number 6. Claim settlement ratio. This ratio refers to the number of claims settled by the company for every 100 claims received. The higher the claim settlement ratio, the better. It is very important to declare all medical history and details of existing conditions while taking the policy. Remember, even the companies with the poorest claim settlement ratio settle over 94% of the claims made. So if you want to ensure your claim is not in the minority 6% of claims that get rejected, it is good to be upfront and truthful to the company at the time of taking the policy. It is easy to get very confused in comparing a million other features. You can just cut the crap and focus on what is important. Exclusion, pre-existing waiting period, copay, deductible, sublimits and claim settlement history. Don't miss looking up these things before buying a good health insurance policy. I hope you liked this video. If you did and you have more questions that you would like answers for, drop a message down there with hashtag AskBhuvna. And also like my YouTube channel, my Facebook page and connect with me on LinkedIn.